somebody's at home and they decide they want to buy a house instead of rent. What is their first step?
Your first step would be to come in and talk to a mortgage banker. They will help you through the whole process. You sit down with them, you give them all of your information. Everything goes very, very smoothly as soon as you come and contact a mortgage banker.
So they need to see you before they even start looking at houses, right?
Correct. It makes the process go a lot smoother once you have a pre-qualification before you even talk to a realtor. You need to know how much you're pre-qualified for, so you know what to go look for. You know, you have clients who decide, oh, I'm going to look for a $150,000 house. The real estate agent shows them those houses, and then come to find out they're only qualified for, say, $90,000. So, or it could be swapped the other way around. They're only looking at 90, and they're pre-qualified for 150. So that is the biggest issue that we have nowadays, because people just want to jump on the gun to buy a house.
And it would help too to know what they're qualified for, because there's different inspections for different loans, and you're not approved for every single loan too, right?
Correct. A mortgage banker will take you step by step through every scenario. They will tell you what you're qualified for, how much you're qualified for, what's the best program that's going to help you find your goals in the home that you want to buy. They will break every single thing down for you. They will tell you how much your payments are, what insurance costs are, what all the closing costs will be. They will break everything down for you. And then at that point in time, you will decide, do I need to buy a house that I'm qualified for, or should I look for something a little bit cheaper that's going to be in my best price range?
So when a customer or a client walks in your door to say, hey, I want to go buy a house, how long does the process usually take before they can start looking for a home?
I mean, it could take 24 hours, but then again, it could take a year. I mean, it just depends on the circumstances. Every person needs to be 100% qualified before they even go look. There are steps that you can take. You know, we'll bring you in here, we will sit down, we will go through all of your information, we will pull your credit, and then from that point on, we'll either find out, okay, do we need to fix some things on your credit and go through this, or we can move on to the pre-qualification stage.
So then once they get their pre-qualification, it's kind of like a piece of paper, then they call an agent and say, this is what I have?
Correct. Or normally what we do is, if we get them pre-qualified, and they say, I'm working with this agent, I will call the agent, I will let them know what they're pre-qualified up to. The reason why we don't give a pre-qual letter that day to the client is because if they're pre-qualified up to $150,000, maybe wanting to put an offer in on a $100,000 house. I don't want the pre-qualification letter to say $150,000. I want it to be for the exact purchase price, because you don't need to explain to the sellers how much you're pre-qualified for.
Okay, then they go out and find the home and bring you back the contract, and that gets the ball rolling.
That is correct, yep.
Okay. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video on the first process of buying a home. We look forward to working with you in the near future.